guys, it's Van. I am back with another painting video for you guys. Today's topic is cutting hair. Yeah, I recently bought this pretty handy dandy little barber set online, and it came in like 2 weeks ago, and I finally got a chance to trim my own hair. It was kind of scary. I had to look up like 10 different tutorials, but I successfully trimmed off like 2 inches off the bottom, and obviously it's not like salon quality or anything, but it definitely made me feel a whole lot better just getting rid of those split ends that, you know, have been accumulating over the past couple of months since March. So I thought it'd be really fun to kind of lay out my supplies and do another drawing and painting with you guys. So it's pretty laid back, but I thought it would be really fun to sort of play around with the layout now that I actually have something to lay out on my table. But it was really fun to sort of interpret the different shapes and stuff of the supplies. Usually when I do these kinds of illustrations, like these intricately laid out illustrations, I'm kind of just making it up as I go, so it was really nice to be able to have a reference in front of me. But today I'm going to be working on some watercolor paper instead of my sketchbook. I was having a really hard time working in the sketchbook that I have because it's really cheap and the paper is not that thick, so it kept buckling whenever I painted on it. Today I'm going to pull out my actual watercolor paper because I feel fancy today. And I'm going to be doing gouache. I'm using a Holbein Acryla gouache. It's probably my favorite kind of gouache. It's very popular. I wish more stores carried it, because I think it is becoming pretty popular among illustrators, and I'm kind of picking out my favorite colors. I kind of gravitate towards the same colors when I do any sort of palette. I really need to learn to like expand my horizons in terms of color palettes, but I don't know, I just like what I like right now. I don't really do like local color, which is like, I think that's what you call like the actual color of the object that you're drawing. I kind of threw that like way out the window not too long ago. I don't know, I wish I was a little bit better in terms of like picking out colors, but I think I have improved in like the last couple of years to be a little bit more creative and also just a little bit more playful with my color choices. I think when you're like starting out in like illustration, you tend to think that everything has to look the way it actually looks versus actually playing around with the color and just doing whatever you want with it. And lately I feel like I've kind of hit a groove with that in terms of just being super creative and playful with my color choices. I mean, I just pick colors that resonate with me, and I don't think I had that feeling in terms of picking colors in the past. And I don't know, it's kind of exciting to me to sort of hit a little bit of a milestone in terms of like not being so afraid of color anymore. When I look at my older work, it's definitely a little bit more muted, and also I just didn't know what color palettes appealed to me, so I was kind of doing like a little bit of everything. But nowadays, like, I kind of just use the same colors. Like, I use like this bright red, and like I really love lavender and yellow and like ultramarine blue and like a pale pink. Like, these are the colors that I've been gravitating towards for like the past year, and I can't seem to shake them off. And I'm just gonna let it be, you know, like I'm just gonna, if I get tired of it, I'll move on to something else. But I don't know, I'm feeling pretty good, feeling pretty comfortable with these colors so far. And I've gotten a lot of nice comments on Instagram from people saying like, oh, your color palette's so happy, it makes me feel really happy. And I'm like, that's really good. Like, that makes me feel good, is to know that other people are noticing what I've been doing. It's weird. It's really weird. Like, I still don't think I have like a definitive style, and I know I've talked to other artists and creators about that same feeling, that they're still like trying to figure out their look or whatever. And I mean, I guess I do have a style, but it can morph and change pretty easily based on like, you know, the subject matter or the medium that I choose. Like, I feel like it kind of sways back and forth from being like super graphic, like this type of stuff, or almost like cartoony, Disney-ish kind of look in certain other areas. So I don't know, it keeps changing, but I'm not really worried about it anymore. I kind of just try to draw whatever I'm feeling that day. So I'm pretty stoked about how this little illustration came out. It's really simple, but I find like the more simple things to be the most pleasing to the eye. And I am just obsessed with intricately organized objects. You'll notice I do that a lot in some of my work. I just like laying things out very intricately. I think it has something to do with the fact that I design patterns at my job, and so it's kind of like a constant game of Tetris for me, and it's kind of satisfying to like lay things out and make things fit perfectly. I think it also kind of blends in with like my design background, because honestly, like, if you're a graphic designer, half your day is spent just playing Tetris with, you know, elements in your layout or whatever. You're basically just sitting there trying to make things fit, you know? So, anyway, that was a lot of rambling for this video. I hope you guys enjoy this process. I know I enjoy watching other people paint, and even if it's a simple thing, it's fun. It's fun to do. It's fun to make stuff. So anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one.